Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, to come and address us. Welcome, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Waziri. Asante sana. Tafadhali tuketi. Asanteni sana. Today is a very, very proud moment for me and this administration, because 6 months ago, I made a commitment to the people of Kenya that we will have 5,000 government services digitized and available online to the people of Kenya by 30th June this year. I am very happy that today 5,084 services have been digitized, completed, and are now available, and another 3,500 are digitized halfway, and my instructions going forward from here to both the Directorate of Citizen Service and the ICT departments is to ensure that all government services must be digitized by December this year. I mean all government services. It is now, from today, the responsibility of every ministry, state department, parastatal, government agency, to ensure that all their government services are digitized and made available to the citizens of Kenya on e-Citizen. Let me repeat that for the avoidance of doubt. All ministries, state departments, government agencies, parastatals, it is the responsibility of the minister, the PS, the managing directors and boards to make sure that all services offered to the people of Kenya by their departments and agencies are available to the people of Kenya on the digital platform by December this year. I am aware that there are government agencies that are resisting this digitization exercise for obvious reasons. There are government agencies who want to continue to operate in a dark place. They do not want, and I know, I have been told by the officers who are running this service that many have been asking whether government is really serious with this or they can take a detour. Let me announce, for the avoidance of doubt, all government services must be available by December this year on the digital platform, on e-Citizen, without exception. And I am putting the responsibility on every minister, every PS, every board, member of board, chairman, managing directors, and every public officer, because for a very long time, government services, accessing government services has been a very painful exercise for citizens. People queue for many hours. People travel long distances. People bribe their way to get what is legitimately their right as citizens. For us to get rid of that, it is part of our plan to make sure that citizens don't have to travel, they don't have to meet anybody, they don't have to bribe nobody. They should be able to get government services efficiently, effectively, in an accountable manner from either the comfort of their phone or whatever other facility that they have to access government digitally. And I when I set out that we would have this, we would go this journey, it is because when we came into office in 2014, I remember working with the people in Treasury. Not a single government service, you could not, as a citizen, pay for a single government service any other way other than in cash. That was government in 2014. That the only way to pay for a government service is to pay for it in cash. Imagine, it was not even possible to pay using M-Pesa. We have since moved, I think, 180 degrees. I can now comfortably say here that in the next 30 days, mark my words, people, these deadlines are important. In the next 30 days, no government service should be paid in cash. Let me repeat it again. For the avoidance of doubt, no government service will be paid for in cash in the next 30 days. And I want to say this because corruption has been our biggest problem, pilferage, theft. Citizens are forced to pay for a service or bribe for a service that ordinarily is theirs as of right. There will be only one channel to pay for government service. We have agreed, all state departments, KRA and everybody, the government pay bill is 22222. 22222. Is it star 22222 hash? That is how you pay for government service. Let me repeat it again. 22222 is how you pay for government service. All the other pay bills, in the next 30 days, they should be shut. We have almost 1,000 different pay bills, different agencies, different people. Everybody seems to have their own pay bill. And all those pay bills are not accountable to anybody. Sometimes there are pay bills that are assumed to be government, but they end up in the wrong place. Again, for the avoidance of doubt, ministries, departments, agencies, in the next 30 days, all other pay bills must be closed. And no government service will be paid for outside 22222 that goes straight to Treasury. That way, Treasury can keep track of all government revenue. And it will be worked in such a way that any resources that are meant for A&A by ministries, state departments, and agencies will be made available instantly by the same platform, so that there will be no confusion as to if the money is collected by Treasury, how do we get our A&A? The system will automatically remit the A&A when the money goes to 22222, and it will come back to you so that you can be able to provide whatever services you're providing. Our present institutional dispensation, mandated by the Constitution, is the expression of our collective hopes and inspiration, as well as the lesson learned as a country from the wilderness that the path of history took us. For far too long, the delivery of public services to citizens has been hampered by inefficiency, delay, corruption, wastage, discrimination, outright exclusion, especially of the members of our society who are not as endowed and the people who are vulnerable. Colossal backlogs of cases not attended to, missing files, which resurface upon the offer of a small bribe, favoring some groups and disenfranchising others on the basis of nepotism and tribalism, having been the order of the day. For citizens, inordinate delays and lack of information on the progress of their matters was a normal part of the ordeal of obtaining government services. For a long time, therefore, seeking government services was a very painful experience that Kenyans only endured if they could not avoid it. And the relationship between citizens and the state was characterized by extremely very low trust. This history of engagement and estrangement between government and citizens created the conditions for widespread disaffection and loss of trust in government. The bottom-up economic transformation agenda recognizes transparency, accountability, and efficient use of resources as an imperative to ensure that scarce public resources deliver maximum value for the highest number of citizens. The government considers good governance to be indispensable for national socio-economic transformation. At the same time, we are fully alive to the magnitude of the corruption challenge, the extent of which it has undermined our prospects and opportunities to achieve greater development, and its potential to overwhelm national institutions, including oversight as well as law enforcement and accountability mechanisms. This particular reality has caused us to consider radical innovation to overcome the transactional inefficiency barrier to public service delivery. In our bottom-up economic transformation agenda, we pledged to undertake two key interventions intended to attack this problem simultaneously. First, we committed to provide universal broadband connectivity throughout the country by constructing 100,000 kilometers of new fiber optic lines, establish 25,000 free Wi-Fi hotspots in markets and in every other part of the Republic of Kenya. I am happy this morning, the display that was shown to us, we have the first 200,000 hotspots. The 201 hotspot was launched this morning here. By the end of this year, we will have 2,000 hotspots across Kenya, and by December 2025, all the 25,000 hotspots will have been rolled out, including 1,450 digital hubs, one in each ward of the Republic of Kenya, and also ensuring that our vocational training centers run by county governments are brought into this ecosystem, and all our TVET institutions are also made part of this program of making sure that there is internet connectivity and availability across Kenya that is free and paid for by the government of Kenya. Secondly, we made a commitment to enhance government service delivery through digitization and automation of all government critical processes, and to also make at least 5,000 government services available by 30th this month, which I am very happy we have made that deadline. These undertakings are critical for the realization of our most fundamental mandate as government. On Madaraka Day, I emphasized our duty